So we're seeing that whereas in English we have was and were in the past, in Arabic we have different versions of the verb for different people. Now, when you come around to looking at the past tense in Arabic, you will need to learn a set of sounds to build the past tense, and you will just be able to look back at this set of was and were to find those endings you will need from the past tense. So to do that, actually, firstly we want to identify the root sounds. So what was he was or it was?
Can.
So can has the roots and no endings at all, actually. We're not adding anything on. We have the roots there, can for being. So the past tense version for he or it actually uses no endings at all. And if you look up a verb in the dictionary that also gives you the past version, it will most likely give you the he or it version of the verb. So the version that you find in the dictionary for the past all by itself means he or it danced, sang, studied, whatever is the verb. So actually, when we make the I version, I was, and you enter, you were, which is
Kunt.
what we are doing actually is adding a T. When you come around to learning the past tense in Arabic, you can look back at these to say, oh, what do I need for the past? Oh, I need a T for I and for you. You can do that with all of these versions of to be in the past that we will learn. So, you, female, enti, were, is
Kunti.
kunti. So you can separate this T, this TI, from the roots, no, and identify that that's what you have in the past for you, feminine, for enti. So whilst we're not learning the past tense here in this introduction to Arabic, you will be able to understand it when you hear it, because we are going to look at all of the past tense endings, which we will see in the different versions of can and kunt and kunti, etc., that we will look at, and those just combined with knowledge of roots will be enough for you to understand the past and to pick up verbs that you hear in the past and then just change the endings to use them to talk about different people. You will be able to pick up the past through active listening. So we had enti kunti and we would have entu kuntu. And of course, if we have kuntu, that also means that tu is the past ending for entu. So when you hear sets of roots that you recognize with tu on the end, you can assume in most cases that's going to be entu past tense of whatever those roots refer to. So for example, if you hear darastu, you can think about it. Darasa, do I recognize this? Yes, this has something to do with studying. So the past tense of studying, entu, you guys studied, or did you guys study? Darastu. You could work that out just by knowing those roots and knowing this ending from kuntu. The sound for we in the past is like the sound that we already know for us and for ours. What was that sound? How do you say like our house?
Badna.
Beitna. So what is the sound for our or for us?
Na.
Na. And we use this sound as well to make we were. So I want you to take kunt, decide what is part of the verb and what is not part of the actual verb. Take it off, put on our sound for we, and you will find we were.
Kunna.
Kunna. Good. Kunna. So we have can, we've seen, kunt, kunti, kuntu, and now kunna, which means we've got two left. They and she. They were, she was. So again, give me he was or it was.
Can.
Can. To make kunt plural, no, we have enta kunt, you were, and entu
Kuntu.
kuntu. So actually the you was making it plural. No, kunt, kuntu. So we have can for he was or it was, and the plural of he or it is they. Two he's is they. Two it's is they. So what do you think can might become for they were?
Kanu.
Kanu. Good. Kanu. So we're seeing a logic now being reapplied. They're not random sounds that we're adding. We see we have an O here and it's making can plural, just like it made kunt plural with kuntu. So كان and كانوا. So how would you say they were here?
هما كانوا هنا.
Good. كانوا هنا or هما كانوا هنا. What was the word for wanting?
always.
Good. عاوز. They want?
هما عاوزين.
هما عاوزين. And they wanted?
هما كانوا عاوزين.
Good. هما كانوا عاوزين or عايزين. How would you say where were they? Where were they?
هما كانوا فين.
Good. هما كانوا فين. Or without هما كانوا فين. We could use either. Good. How would you say they were at Ahmed's place? They were at Ahmed's place.
هما كانوا أحمد.
That means they were Ahmed, right? So to say at Ahmed's place, we just need to say at Ahmed.
هما كانوا عند أحمد.
Good. هما كانوا عند Ahmed. But Ahmed was with me. So, and Ahmed means at Ahmed's place. He doesn't necessarily need to be there. You can continue, but Ahmed was with me.
بس أحمد كان معي.
Good. بس Ahmed كان معايا. Good. Other than and Ahmed, meaning at Ahmed's place, you could also say Ahmed's house. To say Ahmed's house, what you say in Arabic is house of Ahmed. And there is no of in this sense. So actually what you just say is house Ahmed. And that's how you get house of Ahmed. How was the word for phone?
تلفون.
Telephone. If you want to say Ahmed's phone, how would you say that?
تلفون أحمد.
Good. So if we're ever confused of the order this should go in, we can just think telephone of Ahmed and get rid of the of. Telephone Ahmed. How would you say, do you have Ahmed's phone to enter to a mail?
عندك تلفون أحمد.
Good. عندك تلفون أحمد. This means, do you have Ahmed's phone? What if you wanted to ask, do you have Ahmed's phone on you? You meant specifically on you, with you in this moment.
معك تلفون أحمد.
Good. معك تلفون أحمد. Very good. We said that the ak plus ma is mak. If we add ik to ma, it would sound the same. So to preserve the difference, no, ik flips and becomes ki. This is what ik does after a vowel. So it doesn't get its I swallowed away and doesn't end up looking like ak. So with you, enti is maaki. So that ik flips and becomes ki, maaki.
معكي.
Good. And what is with you guys?
معكو.
Maku. Good. This ku is already ku. Good. So how would you say, was he with you? Speaking to a female. Was he with you?
معكي هو.
Begin with he.
هو.
Was.
هو كان معكي.
Good. هو كان معك. Were they with you? Still talking to a female.
هما كانوا معكي.
Good. هم كانوا معك. Let's make a quick recap. I was.
أنا كنت.
You were. أنت.
أنت كنت.
And أنتِ.
أنت كنتِ.
And أنتُ.
أنتوا كنتوا.
Good. And we.
إحنا كنا.
كنا. Good. How would you say we were coming?
إحنا كنا جايين.
Very good. إحنا كنا جايين. Then we had can for it was or he was. And how do we make that plural to get they were?
كانوا.
كانوا. Good.